Asari have been down this road before, Commander Shepard.
But Madam Councilor, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Salarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Do we have... That's not the thing that I wanted to check. Party something, so cash. And some other banner thingy. Alright. Let's talk with Hackett.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Salarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Artura's station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The hour appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Alright. Oh, look at this. Now we can find gathers. Alright, we got some Alliance things. Alliance Spec Ops Team Delta. Half of Team Delta officers have an N5 designation, with a few N6 soldiers in the ranks. They specialize in conflicts outside Citadel space. Delta is known for strict admission standards, professionalism on high-stake missions, and the Alliance's loudest parties. When asked how senior staff looks at their off-duty rowdiness, Captain Matthew Brown was quoted saying, "After the shit we went through in the terminus systems, I'm just happy we're not burning down the base." Alliance cruiser Shanghai. The Shanghai's most important part in the Reaper War to date was the evacuation of the colony Ukbar. Alliance intel reported Reaper forces headed towards Ukbar, but as a cruiser, the Shanghai was unable to land on the medium-gravity world. Shanghai's captain quickly dispatched all its shuttles to help transport hundreds of the colonists into the ship. Making over 41 ship runs in a single hour, the Shanghai managed to evacuate the entire remaining population. When Reaper forces arrived, Ukbar's capital city was as empty if it had never been inhabited before. Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla. In peacetime, the Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla is used as a survey force to chart out new systems. The NEF came under fire in 2185 when several dozen service people were charged with withholding information on rich mining deposits in order to sell their locations to the exploration firm Barrier Frontiers. The Alliance attempted to hide the controversy to little avail, as more and more officers were indicted. Eager to bury its shady history, the NEF has dedicated its entire flotilla and material resources to construct the Crucible. Ah, that's neat. And Eden Prime support. Eden Prime is an agrarian world, producing millions of tons of food that is sold to less arable planets. The Alliance has set up supply lines from this colony to funnel excess provisions to its troops. Update. A few researchers who studied Prothean technology on Eden Prime avoided capture by Cerberus. I forwarded copies of their work to the Alliance, hoping it can help build the Prothean device found on Mars. Although its military defenses were seriously damaged by the Cerberus invasion, Eden Prime's remaining government has loaned the Alliance several Athabasca-class supply freighters. And another update, Eden Prime's colonists drove Cerberus away from their system entirely. With its shipping lanes secured, the colony is sending out as many supplies and equipment as it can spare. And the Crucible. This was the thing. And the Prothean data files. These Prothean disks were found years ago in the Eden Prime, recovered a few months before the discovery of the Prothean beacon in 2183. For the years, the data on the disks was incomprehensible, until the Crucible's blueprints provided the key to understanding the equations. Locked inside the disks were theories and dark matter meant to be used with the Crucible's main parcels. What is the main parcel? Oh, wait a minute. With or as? With the, okay. And the Turians. Threat of Turian firepower once kept entire armies in check. Now the hierarchy's vast fleets and numerous soldiers are needed to win the largest war in galactic history. The Turian 79th Flotilla. The Turian 79th Flotilla distinguished itself during the Krogan rebellions when they clashed with Krogan warships above Digeris. The 79th sacrificed themselves in great numbers to bring down Krogan vessels attacking the colony. Centuries later, the flotilla continues to rely on speed and stealth to harass the enemy. They run interference, divert fires, and make bombing runs on an enemy ground units until anti-air defenses manage to target them. Alright, and Gurus. No, that's
Commander,
Victus.
thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapons systems. Something about calibrations.
Sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari Councilor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
When you put it that way.
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years if I'm going to die.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Well said, but that's not true. Our thoughts on the mission, and his should be too. Earth and Palaven have nothing to do with that.
Commander? Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
So, let's see. Edie. There are some hiccups happening here, huh? Let's see... messages?
Comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
Something's blocking me. Whatever's happening, it's taken Edie offline.
The Edie. Interesting. Now it's a thing. Omega, come see me. Shepard, I have something important to discuss with you. It's sensitive, so we'll need privacy. I'll arrange for that soon. In the meantime, come see me on the Citadel in the aptly named Purgatory. I have a few ideas for your war. Aria T'Loak. Ooh, nice. Another side mission. Urgent message from Admiral Hackett. Commander, there's an Alliance researcher working on the Citadel named Dr. Garrett Bryson. I need you to meet with him right away. Dr. Bryson has uncovered important new information about the Reapers that could have a direct bearing on the war. I'm officially directing you to support this efforts at the first possible opportunity. Please visit Bryson's laboratory on the Citadel at once. Is this address valid, Shepard? I've called and I've sent messages but got no response. With Earth's comm systems, I don't expect this will get through either, but I heard a rumor the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tana Nuara. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I am not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us apart again. Thane. What? Hey, wait a minute. Thane? Nice. Help request. Sender blocked. Commander. My name is Yondum Bar. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in Special Tactics and Recon took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time to meet me in the Citadel Embassy, I'd appreciate your discretion as discreet assistance. Sincerely, Yondum Bar, Strategic Tactics and Recon. Me, Spectre. From Ashley Williams. Commander, I don't know how to say this. Udina wants me to be a Spectre. Crazy, I know. I'm not a big fan of Udina, but he can make the Spectre thing happen. He is pressing me for an answer, but I don't know what to tell him. And to sort to get out of bed and this gets dropped on me. I told him I'd think about it. If you find yourself near the Citadel, drop by the hospital. I'm getting a little stir-crazy here. Okay, we're gonna have to check on her as well. The thing is, Ashley has a typical human, focused... well, approach to everything. So instead of Shepard being like a friend of all the aliens, Ashley may be, at least when it comes to Spectres, a slightly better person. But the thing is, as a Spectre, you have to be like more alien involved. Anyway, meet me in Purgatory. Again, Aria T'Loak, I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in the nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long, Aria. Let's hope that the too long thing is not something bad or whatever. Right. I would say we are going to end with a few Codex entries, and then we're going to check on our decks and do some side missions later. So for now, do we have any level ups? 5. I think I need 6 points for this, right? Yes. So I could maybe get Overload. It's also sometimes a little annoying. Capacitate weaker organic enemies for a short time. Increases recharge speed by 25%. This one is not damage related. It's just incapacitation. Hit one additional target within 8 meters with increased damage by 50%. Increased damage to barriers and shields by an additional 100%. I'm gonna go for 100%. That seems to be better. And maybe recharge. Makes it more spammy. So this is also the cryo thing, and I don't know if I checked on all the abilities for Garrus. There's one ability at least that I didn't really look into, I believe. Anyway, offensive mastery. How does that one work? Force and damage of squadmate parts. Yeah, that is good. Wake up. Yeah, I could get this one. Make everybody a bit better. This is 3 and 4 makes 7. Not the thing that we need. Yeah. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Nah. As I said, we're going to read up something on the Codex. Wait, there's a known associate, and then we're going into ships and... wait a minute, let's just start with ships and vehicles.
Cerberus built the Normandy SR-2 as a second-generation version of the Alliance frigate SSV Normandy after the Collectors destroyed the original. The SR-2's many alterations produced a craft nearly double the original size, requiring an even larger Tantalus drive core to compensate. Its state-of-the-art Kodiak shuttle can make landings the original Normandy could not attempt. The Enhanced Defense Intelligence, an AI known colloquially as EDI, coordinates many of the ship's combat functions, assisting and even supplanting human piloting. The Alliance has recently appropriated and refurbished the SR-2. In addition to tight beam communicators, the Quantum Entanglement Communicator, QEC, provides instantaneous contact with Alliance Command. Originally created to covertly insert Alliance Marines into hostile environments, the UT-47 shuttle has since been sold to allies, recovered by enemies, and had its specifications stolen by spies. In one form or another, this durable transport is now used in all corners of the galaxy. A-model Kodiaks feature a front-mounted mass accelerator cannon that can be used in an anti-vehicular role. Since the shuttle lacks proper gun ports, soldiers often open the side hatch to fire on enemies. This is discouraged in Alliance manuals since it exposes the interior to return fire. Flying the 47A during atmospheric combat requires considerable skill. The pilot must reduce the vehicle's mass for speed and handling, while maintaining enough mass to resist recoil, incoming fire, and inclement weather. More than one pilot has overstressed the Kodiak's field generator and ended up on the battlefield instead of above it. Asari-made Silaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super-dense layers, able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for the diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction have become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Silaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shock waves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Silaris armor gives it a sparkle. In fact, atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the super-hot forging process give the armor a metallic gray or yellow sheen. Cyclonic barrier technology, CBT, attempts to solve the higher-end limitations of traditional kinetic barriers. Traditional barriers cannot block high-level kinetic energy attacks, such as disruptor torpedoes, because torpedo mass effect fields add mass. The CBT violently slaps aside rather than halting incoming linear force. By rotationally firing their mass effect field projectors, ships create rapidly oscillating kinetic barriers instead of static ones. Shooting through the CBT is like trying to shoot at a target inside a spinning ball. Significant drawbacks to current CBT configuration prevent its use on anything other than frigates and fighters. Its many high-frequency sensors and emitters require frequent maintenance and replacement. A partially damaged CBT can endanger its operator, who is surrounded by rotating mass effect fields, skewing in unpredictable directions. Fortunately, if an emitter is damaged, the CBT corrects to become a traditional shield array, a safety feature that makes it most effective during opening volleys. After the Battle of the Citadel, human and Turian volunteers spent 3 months clearing the station's orbit of debris. During the cleanup, the Turians secretly salvaged Sovereign's powerful main gun, along with much of the weapon's Element Zero core. 11 months later, the Turians introduced the Thanix, a scaled-down version of the weapon. The Thanix's core is a liquid alloy of iron, uranium, and tungsten, suspended in an electromagnetic field powered by Element Zero. The molten metal, accelerated to a significant fraction of the speed of light, solidifies into a projectile as it is fired, hitting targets with enough force to pierce any known shield or armor. The gun can fire reliably every 5 seconds. The weapon's relatively small size allows it to be mounted on most fighters or frigates. It is now widely used by the Alliance military and is the primary weapon on the refurbished Normandy SR-2.
Alrighty. Ships and vehicles, done. And in the next episode, we're going to figure out what happens on Deck 3. Like and subscribe, of course, as usual, and ta-ta.